Hey there people, so a quick one for you today. I'm just going to be showing you the Vortex Armor, and I'm also going to craft the Phantasm while I'm at it. My first crafting with endgame materials after defeating the Moonlord and the Celestial events, the Lunar events. So let's get right into it. First of all, the Vortex Armor. You are going to need 36 Luminite Bars and 45 Vortex Fragments to craft the entire set. So of course you get the Vortex Fragments from the Vortex Pillar during the Celestial or Lunar event. And you get Luminite from the Moonlord. I had to defeat him twice to get enough to do this. So you'll see right here, you'll need to do all of this. Anything with the endgame materials, the fragments, and the Luminite, you will need to go to your ancient manipulator, which you get from defeating the lunatic cultists before that all begins. And here we go, Luminite Bars, 4 Luminite, ore, because you get ore from the Moonlord, and you have to turn it into bars at the ancient manipulator, and you'll need to use 4 to make each bar. So 36 bars, it's going to be 144 Luminite in total. Did the math. There we go. So there's my 36 bars. I've got plenty of Vortex Fragments because I ended up going through that twice. So we can get right into it. Make our Vortex Helmet, which is 10 fragments and 8 bars. We can make our Vortex Breastplate, which is 20 fragments and 16 bars. And we can make our Vortex Leggings, 15 fragments and 12 bars. So there we go, we got it all, and you can see here the stats. Good defense when you add it all together. Each piece gives you bonuses to both ranged damage and ranged critical strike chance. When you add it all up, and I'm going to go ahead and equip that, and I'll take off my costume here so you can see it. When you add it all up, it's going to be 36% additional ranged damage, 27% additional ranged critical strike chance, plus the set bonus, it gives you a 25% chance not to consume ammo and additional 10% movement speed. So there we go, we can see it. And yeah, it gives you that cool little trail effect as well. The other thing about it is that it will give you the ability to toggle a stealth mode. So unlike Shroomite armor where you have to stand still and go into stealth mode, for the Vortex set you can just tap down twice and there you are, you go into stealth mode. The penalty for going into stealth mode is decreased movement speed. So you can see I go very slow, and even with my boots it takes a while to get up to speed to get running. Also, if you use a dashing item it will cancel stealth mode, and if you use a mount, there you go, cancel stealth mode. And you cannot use stealth mode with a mount. So there you go. But the benefits of stealth mode, other than of course decreased enemy targeting and, you know, looking cool, being kind of invisible, the bonuses are an additional 80% range damage on top of the previous bonuses of the set, and an additional 20% critical strike chance as well on top of the set bonuses themselves. So that's pretty huge. 80% on top of the 36% you already had, plus all your accessories and everything. You're going to be doing huge damage. And again, you can see here that I can, of course, move around while I'm using this, even if it's slowly. So, and you can fly. So that gives you a little more mobility as well. And you can do all that while continuing in stealth mode and doing those huge bonuses to your offense damage. So additionally, the set gives off light, as all of the Luminite based armors do. So that will help you if you're exploring and so on as well. And speaking of the other sets, you can basically make an equivalent set for each class of player. I've been playing as a ranged player, so that's why I made the Vortex set. But there is a melee set, there's a summoner set, and there's a magic set. And they're all equivalent in terms of the amount of stuff that you need. The only change is that you need fragments from the pillar associated with that class. So you'll need like nebula fragments to make the magic set, stardust to make the summoner set, and solar fragments to make the solar flare armor, which is the melee set. But the numbers are the same. You'll still need 36 Luminite bars and 45 of whichever fragments for whichever set that you want. So there's that, and while I'm at it here, as I say, I'm going to make the Phantasm. I was considering making this earlier because it's very powerful against the pillars, particularly. Of course, you can only get it after you've already defeated the Vortex pillar at least. Again, it's a ranged weapon. It's a bow, and it fires arrows, of course. So there you go. The Phantasm costs 18 Vortex fragments, and what it does is turns each arrow into 4 arrows, as well as, of course, doing considerable damage. Oh, nice. I got a sweet modifier on that. So this one will do 83 range damage. The base damage, of course, is not that high. But because it fires multiple arrows, and depending on which type of arrow you use, you probably don't want to use piercing arrows with it most of the time, because you'll cause invincibility frames in your enemies and so on. But it can do huge damage. It'll actually take down one of those pillars in seconds. And yeah, you can use it against a lot of the bosses, particularly things where you can hit them in multiple places, essentially. Those are the places where it's going to be most useful, crowd control, that kind of stuff. But you can see that's going to do huge damage, because each one of those arrows is going to do huge damage. So anyway, that's the video for today. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.